Morning, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What do we have this morning? Looking to trade the 8 a.m. orb. We've got our indicator on the charts. What's our bias? What's our bias this morning? What's our bias? We're ranging on the 15-minute. Let's take a quick look at that. Minute. So we're in pretty much of a range since yesterday, but we've got a nice bear candle. We've got a trend line break, got a bear candle, could be pushing down anything, any magnets below. Those would be fair value gaps. Any magnets below? There's one here. Just a little one. So we're pushing down into a fair value gap. Just for that, I'll pull this one up. Okay, so we have that. But will price go higher, guys? Today could be a down day. It stalled here yesterday, end of day, and we've yet to broken that high. So could be a down day today. What's our 60 minutes saying? Let's clean this up. Okay. So we've got a gap here. We've got a gap. So we're going into yesterday's gap. This is actually a nice level. I always say, guys, find the gaps, you find the levels, right? You see this fair value gap yesterday, end of day, falls right into a nice level. That's a pretty strong level. We've got a touch here, touch here. We've got a touch here. We broke above, and we could be retesting this level once again. So what are we looking at? A down move, retest the level, continuation. Continuation, guys. Hate this. And look at here, look at this. Guys, I love identifying these fair value gaps in the market. We've got a huge one here. Look at this. Is this our goal today? Could we be shooting for that? We come back, test the midpoint here, and continue to move up to that massive magnet? Or do we break, invert this, break this level, retest, continue to move down? What do we have down here? Let's pull them out, guys. Let's pull them out, because these are hidden secrets. These fair value gaps are like cheat codes in the market. Okay? And I like to find them. I like to find them where they lie. Right? So what are we seeing here? we've got price at a very important level that's held multiple times, and you know, right now we're coming back into that fair value gap, into that level, that zone, and we can do two things. We can test the gap holes, and we move upper, right, to that huge magnet at the top. Or we invert this fair value gap, the level, and we retest and we push to another fair value gap at the bottom. You see, this is also another important level. You see price rejecting here. So find the gaps, find the levels. Okay, we've got one here, and you saw how price rejected off that, so I would be ignorant to ignore that. Look at this. Price came in here and just rejected violently, right? So that's the play today. Not too, too early to call, I would say. Too early to call, but this is what we're looking at. That's on the 1 hour. That is our 1 hour analysis. Okay, we go to our 4 hour. Got a nice trend line here. Okay, so let's zoom out on this. So what's happening on our 4 hour? Looks like we're breaking out of a wedge. Right there, we've got that level from yesterday that we put in. Oh, we've got a little fair value gap here. Right in here. So again, just like on the 1 hour, we're testing this level. We're testing the fair value gap right now. We're in the midst of that. Will she hold or will she reject? We've got magnets at the top. Do we? Got a big one here. Actually, let me put this somewhere more recent, as here. I'll remove that one. No, I think this is a better play. So on the 4 hour, we're retesting. Same scenario. We're retesting a fair value gap with the potential to either reject the gap and move to the higher gap, or invert the gap. In this case, I would want to see invert the full level because it's so close, retest, and we continue to move down. Right? So just some higher time frame analysis real quick as we look to we wait on our ORB to get set and try and take a scalp, so that's our higher time frame analysis. But let's see what's going on our 2 minute, because that's where we take our trades, and that's where all the hustling happens, right? So we're coming up on 8:15, which means our range is gonna be set in 1 minute. We've been pushing down since 7:30. We've been pushing down since 7:30, so we're due for a reversal. We break below VWAP and we're getting ready to retest VWAP. We're getting ready to retest VWAP. Okay, let's draw out some scenarios here. We go up to VWAP, we retest, it gets rejected, price breaks. Ideally, I would like to see it come back below the midpoint. I could even get in there. You know, I wouldn't wait on a break. If VWAP gets rejected, price comes down close below the midpoint, that could be a move down. We get the bear flag. We get the bear flag break, and I think that could give us a setup right there. Or we break above. We get the upper range break, but guys, with these lines, we've got the 20 MA, the 50 MA, and the 105 MA. We want to break above those lines, retest, and we could see a move up. Right? Break above these lines right here. So let's see. I'm more leaning towards this trade. Us rejecting, because that's a lot of resistance. We've got the VWAP. Let me move these out the way just a little bit. We've got the VWAP, we've got the 20 MA, we've got the 50 MA, we've got the 105 MA. Right? Price would have to break through, and we've got the upper range. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 resistance levels, guys. We'd have to break through to take that buy. I don't know if we're gonna get that. That would have to be some strong move, lots of momentum to do that. Let me see if we've got news coming out shortly, because news could do it. Let me take a look. Do we have news today? So we've got news at 8:30, red folder. So that's gonna bring some momentum in the market. Hopefully we can get our trade before news. And it looks like we had some news at 8:15, but that really didn't move the market much. So red fold at 8:30. Retail sales, core retail sales. Right? So we'll see what happens in 10 minutes time, but I want to get my scalp and stay out of the news. Because the news is not news to me. It just isn't, guys. You know, I tried trading the news once, and the market was so fast, the momentum. I got stopped out, but my stop didn't get hit. There was so much slippage that my stop just got forced back like 100 ticks. So instead of losing $50, I lost like $300. So that's the thing with news, you know, it comes with a lot of slippage. You know, so trade news at your own risk. And just a disclaimer, guys, just to remind everybody, you know, this is for entertainment purposes. This is not financial advice. You know, trading involves significant risk. So be cautious, guys. Know what you're doing. Do your own analysis before risking your money. Obviously, guys, I'm trading Apex prop firm. I do have personal accounts that I trade as well, but today I'm in my Apex PA account, and we're just trying to grow it, guys. You know, $1 at a time. That's the name of the channel. $1 at a time. So are we getting this? So we go up to the 20 MA. We rejected VWAP. We're getting a push down. But let's keep in mind our signal tracker is bullish. Our MACD is fixing to cross up. So we want to be careful about taking a sell right now. And our Fisher is bullish. So our indicators are bullish. And looks like price wants to keep going up. So let's see. Our 15-minute is saying we just broke below strong trend line. So we could see a continuation down. Our 1 hour is saying, look, we just broke through a strong level. We're retesting that level right now, and we're gonna move up. So we won't know until the market do what it gotta do, because we can't predict the market. It's gonna do what it's gonna do, guys. Trust me. I'm not trying to deceive you. It's just a fact. But if it's gonna go up, it's gonna need some huge momentum, because there's a lot of resistance there. See our first touch of the 20 MA and VWAP, we rejected. Came back down to the midpoint, and we're trying again. I want to point something out, guys. This is something that this is a mental thing that I always try to keep in mind. This VWAP, guys, when you see the VWAP flat like this, that's a bad market. It's a no trading sign. When your VWAP is a flat line, it's not a good thing. You want your VWAP to be sloping. A sloping VWAP means the market is moving. Our VWAP should be sloping. See these flat VWAP? Look at the market. Just intertwining. Just distribution. Just going sideways. Ranging. Right? Ranging. But we can get, a move here or there. But I just don't like it. I rather trade when the VWAP has got a slope to it. Looks like we're curving up just a little bit. But yeah, guys. You want to get out of ranging market. You want to not trade sideways market. Just look at the VWAP. And see if there's a slope. I'm working on an indicator that would identify when the VWAP is flat, and just alert the trader, because sometimes we're looking at the market, we see that it's clearly a range market, but we're looking for trades. And when the market is going sideways, guys, there's a setup for everybody in a sideways market. When you're looking at that range, you'll see every single one of your setups. And you just have to know that you can't take those setups because the market's just going sideways. Right? You're looking for trend line breaks, you're going to see it. You're looking for double tops, you're going to see it. You're looking for double bottoms, you're going to see it. Right? You're looking for head and shoulders, you're going to see that. Right? But you just have to know, even though I see my setup, the market's going sideways. So it's a no-go for me. We're coming up on 8:30. We've got news at 8:30. Are we going to take a chance on the news? Where do we see this going? Do we break through here or do we push down? We've got this bear flag. The VWAP. Do we break through the VWAP at news? It's red folder. Okay. Let's look for some signs. We've got 1 minute to the news. We see divergence on our favorite indicator, the Fisher, which is turning bearish. And there's the news. So we've got a bearish divergence. Let's see where this goes. If this candle closes bearish, we could see a continuation and a move down. And I think it's going to do that. Maybe put one contract on here. Let's see how this closes. Unfortunately, these news candles, they don't give you much of a leeway to get in a trade because they're just so huge. They're all engulfing huge boner candles. So 8:30 news. Can we ride with the sharks? The sharks are in, guys. Can we ride with the sharks for a quick scalp or something? I wouldn't put a lot of contracts on this, you know, but we're rejecting. We push up, maybe. Okay, now we're in a sell zone, a buy zone on our signal tracker. So we're in a buy zone. We're rejecting. What a nice pin bar. We close above those lines. I could potentially get in for a scalp. Let's move this over. Nice rejection candle. What a beauty. Okay. If she pushes above and close, we could get continuation. That pin bar is just not enough for me to get in, guys. Not with so many resistance lines above price. Not with the MACD, not with the not the MACD, not with the VWAP, not with the 50 MA, and not with the 105 MA. We want to get above those and close. All of them, all three. We want to get above all three. So let's see. We spoke earlier about having momentum to clear those. The market's got to come pretty strong to clear that. And it looks like we're fixing to do that. So we clear VWAP, that's good. Close nice and strong. We stop just short of our upper range, just short of our 50 MA. We could get a fair value gap here. And that would provide added support. But let's see if we're gonna get that. We come back down and we retest or we fill the gap, the space. I think we're gonna get a small gap. Let that play out. Trading the 8 a.m. orb, guys. Every morning. We win or we lose. We look for that trade and we take it. We look for the break. So it looks like we're not gonna get a gap there. Let me remove that. Market's more efficient. It's not gonna leave a gap there, which is good. Let me take this off. Is this still in play? I think it is. I think it's still in play. Look at this, guys. I'm telling you, these lines, they're on my chart for a reason. Look at this. Bow. Look at that. See how price broke through VWAP, broke through, almost got through the upper range, but just totally rejected on that 105. Red line. Just like stop. You know, these lines, guys, are my just all-time favorite lines. I like to keep them on my chart because they command a little respect. Our signal indicator, our signal tracker is turning up the heat. That's some bullish, showing that we're in a buy zone. But price don't want to quit. It keeps going. So let's get that break. Let's go to our scenario number 2. Our scenario B, we break above those lines, we retest. And we continue to move up. I'm gonna put this here. Even though that's not in play anymore. So, you know, being a successful trader, guys, you have to know when to pivot. You've got to have multiple scenarios set up. You've got your bias, but you also have a plan B, right? And so for me, I like to frame the market. I like to, you know, you see I use a lot of trend lines. I like to shape the market, the chart, to see where the market's trying to go. And that just helps me to think clearer as I look at the charts. So if your sell scenario doesn't work out, you have a buy scenario. Right now I have 2 scenarios on the chart. I have a sell scenario, we reject the lines, we break below our bear flag, we close and we continue to move down. Right? That's our sell scenario. Our buy scenario, we break above these resistance line, we close above the upper range, we retest and we continue. In fact, if it's a strong close, I wouldn't even wait on a retest. I'll jump in. But until that happens, we just wait. We sit on our hands. We sit on our hands and we wait. Do we get that break? Our MACD is bullish. We see those lines holding. I think we've gotten through VWAP right now. It looks like the only thing holding price right now is that 50 MA, and we've got the upper range, and we've got our, what do you call that? Our sweeper. You know, in soccer, you know, a team has a sweeper, which is the last defender before the goalie, right? So that red line is the sweeper. You get past the sweeper, it's you and the goalie, you know? And so that's almost a given goal, you know? So we're fixing to beat the 50 MA, and then we just have the sweeper, the red line, right? He's the cleanup man. He's the last line of defense. Right? So let's see. But he's also a tough guy. You know, you want your best player, your best defender to be that sweeper, to be that cleanup man, you know, to hold the fort. And that's why it's on my chart. I try not to take trades going into the red line. I want it to be behind me, behind price for buys. And above price for sells. So surprisingly, we didn't get much from the news at 8:30. No big swings. That just tells you we're in a weak market. You know, we don't really have a lot of traction, which is why you see our VWAP is sideways. Okay, do we close above? All right, our indicator is saying we got an open range break. Guys, you can check the website if you want the indicator. It's a 7-day free trial. And, you know, I'm just sharing stuff that I use, you know, with the family. So check out the website at dollartrading.com. And, you know, as I trade, as I build new stuff, I'll definitely share with the community. You know, these are not priced to cause any major damage to your pocket. So support the channel, support the movement. You know, pick up one of those indicators if you see something you like. As you can tell, I've got, you know, this is what I use. I've got the, you know, the tick counter indicator on here, which tells you the value of each candle in ticks or in currency. I've got my signal strength, market trend strength indicator, which is why my charts doesn't look like the regular charts, because I have this charting based on the 15-minute. Okay, so looks like we're gonna get a break here above our level. Let me see. Do we get in here? We broke above that level. Do we close? So we broke above. Broke above. We're trying to do a little small retest. I've got 3 contracts loaded. I could see us moving to maybe a scalp to this level here, to the nearest high. Will she take it? That's my offer. Market. That's my offer. 3 contracts. Do you want it? Our signal tracker is in the buy zone. We crossed above the 0 line. We're all green. Our MACD is bullish. Where do we put our stop? Obviously below some kind of protection, below that VWAP, below the 20, even below the midpoint. Let's see if she gives anything. Does she give anything? So I'm gonna take that off, guys. We close back below the red line. Put that back up here and see. Get a little bear flag. Our plan B though is playing out just as we drew it up. We close above those resistance line, we retest, and we continue to move up. I want to see this candle break above and close and we can think about jumping back in. I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna dial up my one contract just because. Put it right here. Let's put it above the high. Signal tracker is lighting up. It's crazy. You wait 1 hour for a trade to set up. But that's trading. You can't get in until everything is in play. And as you see, plan A didn't work out, which was the sell trade. But our plan B, you know, that's pretty much played to a T, minus the big move up. We're still waiting on that big push up. We've got the break of the resistance line. We've got the retest. And now we're just waiting for the upper push. I initially had 3 contracts, but I, just downsized those to 1. Because there's still some uncertainty, and I don't like that the VWAP is still sideways, which is a ranging market, guys. When you see that VWAP horizontal like that, proceed with caution. We can look back here and see, look at all of this. just ranging. So when the VWAP's flat, you've just gotta be careful. I think we're gonna get triggered here, and we got triggered. We've got our take profit just below the nearest high, and let's move our stop to below those support lines, VWAP and the 20 MA. And let's see, do we get the push? We've been sitting at the upper range for some time, so there should be momentum to take us to the nearest high. Will she go? User M Mode 2. User Mode 2. Thanks for leaving a chat, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know, sometimes you pull back the contracts, you just put one up, and then price starts to run away. And you wish you had put up 50 contracts. But it's all about risk. Because right now, with the VWAP flat, this could go anywhere. We see our signal tracker is starting to curve. So that's not a good sign. But let's be positive that we'll get some follow through on here. Let's go. Come on. Come on. You've been waiting all morning for this. I've been waiting all morning. We're at 9 a.m. So we're heading into the open. We're heading down for the open. So let's get this trade out the way. Let's get this trade out the way. Come on. Mo2, did your buy order ever get triggered? Oh, so you're in on the trade? Okay. Yeah, it's about to get crazy going into the open. On yesterday's live, oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. Yesterday, on yesterday's live, we had that set up all the way till 9. I got off, and right around 9:30, the scenario played out, and I was able to get what? 100 points, 100 ticks, $300 on that trade. I need to put that up on the post that video. But yeah, sometimes you don't get that trigger, man. Usually these open range break ARB trade, I look for a clear break at the upper or the lower range. For this one, because of all the resistance, I wanted to clear that and get a retest and, you know, play it safe, which is why I just have one contract. But once we get away from the entry, I'm gonna break even, take off the risk. I just need a little more space, because these open range break trades, you really wanna, as soon as you're able to, remove the risk. Well, I don't know, man. You know, I hope you get triggered, but for you to get triggered, price is gonna have to come back to my stop. So, I don't know. It sounds like. I'm gonna break even here. I don't like this hesitation. Price should have moved already. I just don't like the hesitation. I don't. You know, I like to get in and get my move happen right away. I don't like to sit with the trade, so gonna take off the risk, and hopefully we continue to move up, or else we break even. We see our Fisher indicator is turning bearish. Like I said, our signal tracker is starting to curve. We're losing momentum here. So we're no longer in the buy zone. But I'm still hopeful we'll continue the push. Come on. We've got a fair value gap right here. So that's a magnet for price to pull price up. Price wants to touch that fair value gap. Ideally, you want to put your target at the midpoint, because that's where price likes to go, to those midpoints. So we'll see. Do we pick up some steam here? Broke even. It's a risk-free trade, and we wait. Looks like we're gonna get stopped out. Oh. Seriously. $9.12. I do not want to have this trade going into the open. I mean, it's risk-free at this point. Come on. Signal tracker is turning bearish. MACD's curving. Is there hope? Is there hope for me? Is there hope for me? Is there hope for me? Let's go, let's go, let's go. We've got a rejection. Just go, just go. Seriously? Seriously? Hell no. Don't turn red on me. Don't turn red on me. All right. There she goes. Mo, I think she's gonna go, Mo. I think she gonna go. Okay. Let me start trailing. Because we track and trail. Not too close. And at this point, put my stop there. I don't even want to see this. 3 minutes till the open. Do I get stopped out here? Or do I get that big push? Do we get that massive push? Let's hide this over here. Do we get stopped out there? Do we get stopped out there? 28. Come on. Here comes the open. Here comes the open. Come on. Mo, I don't know, Mo. I think we at least try the upper, the nearest high. We at least go to 25,420. Oh, you're right. There's no news though. I moved my stop way out because I'm expecting that if we get that spike, oh no. No way. There it is. That sucks, but it's all good. We could have taken it off, but you know, we keep it on there. Look at this. Mo, if you have your, did you still have that trigger? That buy order? As I think you just got triggered in. But it's a risky place to get in. Look at this. Big rejection of these red lines and the 50 MA. Yeah, I usually don't trade the open. Too much volatility. I wait for the break. I wait for the open range break. Then I look for a trade. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Mo, I appreciate you joining the chat and contributing I'm here every morning at 8. We try to get that 8 a.m. open range break. And we close the day green today. You know, a small win, we'll take it. And we see what tomorrow brings. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Good luck trading.